Hi guys, it's Jeff. I'm back, Mr. Blue Hands. And here in the background are some coin books from a couple of my last videos. The Washington Quarter Tour, I gave you guys a couple of videos ago. And one of my last videos was the Canadian nickel Whitman books I scored at a local coin shop for 25 cents a piece. I'm still working on some of those, like I do all the time. I work on coins, well, not every day, but every couple days. I don't film everything I do with coins because I'd have 1,000 videos on my channel. They'd all be half-hour long. You guys would be bored and you'd run away. So I just try to tape or record. There's no tape in this camera. I try to record the things I find interesting, the things I find or think you will find interesting, and those end up in the show. So this is going to be a quick one. Kind of an unfortunate but really cool and happy thing happened. My grandmother passed away a couple of years ago, and her husband, my grandfather, was the one who got me into coin collecting, and I carried it on for the 30 years or so since he's passed. And at some point in the past, 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, I don't really know for sure, my grandmother through my life had always saved coins for me and things she found in chains that were neat, and she would hold them for me, and then when I'd come over for a visit, she would give them to me. Well, that happened sometime in the past, and I remember getting these, what I'm about to show you. Don't exactly know when, but I do know I was busy at the time, and I set them down, and as life happens, things got stacked on top of them, and I never really got back to them. Well, my grandmother's been passed for a couple years now, and I've been going through the house, and we're cleaning stuff out. I'm getting my coin stuff congregated to one spot for these little shows, and getting rid of some old books and things like that. And I pulled up a pile of papers and books, and I found this. I'm not really sure how good the camera's going to pick this up for you, but this is something my grandmother saved for me. It's on a little piece of note paper, and it's wrapped with sandwich bag wrap, saran wrap, that kind of thing. So she was protecting them for me and getting them all together, and they're also laid out all face up so I can see what they were. I was just so happy to find this. And quirky little presentation here, but she cared enough to put them down and then to saran wrap them, to seal in the freshness, so to speak. And it was really cool to come across this. There are some older U.S. coins and some foreign coins, and there's some neat things here and there that she found in her pocket change, and she wanted to give them to me. So I'm truly blessed that she thought of me and did this for me. And I'm opening this right now for the very first time. No, not kidding. I found this and I set it aside and said this is going to be another show, or at least a quick show. So I'm opening this for the first time since my grandmother wrapped it quite a few years ago. And I see some more strangeness going on. Okay. So a couple of these coins are loose. Ow. You can hear them jingling together. There's a couple loose coins in here. Maybe she found a few more after she made this little bag for me. There we go. I'll move this down. Okay. And the camera's not going to want to cooperate. Let me see if I can. There we go. Seems to be steady. Okay. So, here's a loose one. This is really weird. 1/2 FR. You can't see that, I'm sure. Let me change the focus on this. There we go. And the light's going to blow it out and try to... Anyway, it says, if you can't see this at home, it says 1/2 FR. I'm guessing it's a 1/2 franc. So it'd be French. And there's a neat bust standing liberty kind of thing there going on. And the shield has a cross on it. This is in really decent shape. And it had the year in the back, I think. Let me see. 1978. So who knows how long she had this kicking around, or or where she got it, but she thought it was interesting and she saved it for me. And it's roughly dime sized. This is just a regular memorial penny. It's a 1970. She saved it because that's the year I was born. So even though it's worth 1 cent, it's priceless to me. My grandmother saved me this penny because that's the year I was born. Very cool. Kennedy half, 1971. Close, but no cigar. But it's a coin she saved for me, so that's going into a book. And then here's some of the weirdness I was commenting on when I first opened this up. Not only did she wrap them for freshness, they're taped down. So there's pieces of Scotch tape on every one of these coins holding them to this piece of paper. Now, the coin collector in me is screaming, no, don't do that. The tape residue can transfer to the coin and make icky things happen to the coins. I don't care. These are coins my grandma gave me, and she could have sealed them with bubble gum for all I care, and they'd still be awesome to me. A couple bicentennial halves. Here we go. Here's the score. Here's some nice ones. 1966 and 1967. These are 40% silver. So at current spot silver prices, these are worth about $3.50, $4 a piece. Cool. Good eye, Grandma. 1965 quarter, 78 quarter. Some more foreign stuff. These are interesting. I'll have to take the tape off them and see what they are in a little while. What is that? Confederatio Helvetica. 1959, 1962. So they're foreign coins. I don't know where they're from. I'll find out. Another Confederatio Helvetica. Roughly nickel size and dime sized. I'll find out what those are later. Then looks like some more Lincoln Memorial cents. And an old cruddy looking dime. I can't see the date on it. It's probably a clad. It's got green on it. And so it tells me there's copper in there. The copper's corroding. But anyway, how cool is that? A time capsule from many years ago from my grandma who's passed and saved these for me, and I just discovered them and pulled them out. So I feel blessed today. If you have family members who are coin collectors or family members who know that you're a coin collector, let them know. They'll save stuff for you like this, like my grandma did. She loved me enough to indulge me in my hobby and further it along, even though she's no longer with us. The coins she saved for me are going in my collection, and she's still with me. She's still with me. She's finding ways of still being with me, and that is what the coin collecting hobby is about. It's not about finding for some, it's not about finding the best examples of coins that are rare and worth thousands of dollars. It's pocket change. It's what interests you, what you think is neat, what others think is neat, and they give to you to collect. That's what I'm about. That's what I hope I'm giving to you guys, and that's what I hope you guys are spreading out there. Sure, looking for rare coins is fun, in your pocket change errors and things like that, and I do it. I'm not knocking it. That's a huge part of coin collecting. That's one of the ways we get new collectors when they see an article on TV or on the news or in a newspaper that there's a quarter out there that might be in your pockets worth $1,000, and we all look at our quarters, and that brings new people into collecting once they find out how fun and sometimes profitable coin collecting can be. But a lot of times it's just for nostalgia, for interest, and for the love of family. And that's what this is. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thank you for indulging me. Thank you, Grandma, for the coins. I love them. Will cherish them. Bye, guys.